Good afternoon, my dear friends. Today, we are going to learn a few new words. The first two words which we are going to learn now are not very new, they are rather old. But afterwards, more four words we shall be learning today, which are absolutely new. And so new those words are that you may not even find them in an old English dictionary. Let's learn the two old words, but very useful words indeed. Cheesecake, C-H-E-E-S-E-C-A-K-E, cheesecake. Cheesecake is an American slang word which means scantily clad, semi-nude, or nude photos of women. Though this is an old-fashioned word, you may use it if situation demands. Please do not use this word in a very formal situation. To refer to attractive men with well-developed muscles, we use the word beefcake. B-E-F-C-A-K-E, single word, beefcake. It is also necessary for us to frame sentences with these words. First, let us frame a sentence, an example sentence rather, with the word beefcake. And for your information, this example sentence is borrowed from Google. The sentence is, he is not a good actor, but he gets roles anyway because of all the moviegoers interested in beefcake. So that is beefcake. In the same way, you may make a sentence with the word cheesecake. However, this is all about cheesecake and beefcake, the two old words, which you may not even find in an old dictionary. Now let's learn a few recently coined words. And these recently coined words are also not found or not available in a fairly old dictionary, old English dictionary. Word number one. Word number one is affluenza. Affluenza is a blend of affluence and influenza. The meaning of the word is a social disease resulting from extreme materialism and excessive consumerism, earning more money and consuming more, which can lead to overwork, debt, waste, stress, anxiety, etc. So we need a sentence as well using this word, or else it will be difficult for us to know the proper application of the word. So let's construct a sentence using affluenza. These days, due to affluenza, most upper middle class people are suffering from hypertension and cardiac complaints. Now let's move on to word number two. Word number two is baggravation. B-A-G-G-R-A-V-A-T-I-O-N. Baggravation. Baggravation is also a portmanteau word. By the way, portmanteau word is a word which is formed taking parts from other two words or more than two words. So it is also a blend of the two words, bag and aggravation. The meaning of this word is a feeling of annoyance and frustration at the airport when your baggage has not arrived, but the other passengers' bags have. So that's aggravation and the use of aggravation. Now, let's move on to the next word. The next word is also, the next word is not indeed a portmanteau word, but a phrase. This is a phrase because in this particular word we see, in this particular phrase we see that there are two different words, and we know the definition of a phrase. Of course, it is not a single word. A single word is not called a phrase. When it is more than one, then we call it a phrase. It must have a meaning as well. So we are all familiar, almost all of us are familiar with the words or with the phrase couch potato. Couch potato means a person who spends a lot of time sitting in front of the television. But when we talk about children, when we refer to young children who spend long hours watching TV, should we use the same phrase? Couch potato? Probably not. It is better for us to use the phrase caught potato. C-O-T, caught potato. Caught potato means a young child who spends a lot of time watching television. The example sentence, especially there are some young children, of course, who generally do not find anything else to preoccupy themselves with. So they watch TV throughout the day when their parents are not at home. You will find this in nuclear families where the parents, both the parents are working. Especially in our country, we do not engage a babysitter, or we do not generally engage somebody to look after our child when we are away from home working. But abroad, there is a custom of employing a babysitter or somebody or a nanny to look after the child that is left behind by parents for their work. So the example sentence may be, caught, we know the meaning of the word caught. Let us just understand the phrase first. Cot is a small bed for a child. That's called a cot. And so the child generally keeps sitting there, doesn't move away from there. And that's why it is called a cot potato. The child is called a cot potato. In metropolitan cities, we often see young children tending to be caught potatoes because both the parents are working, so mostly they stay away from home throughout the day until and unless their work hours are over. The child has nothing else to do, especially during vacation, school vacation, I mean. The child spends time watching TV, different sorts of programs, and the child is generally known to be a caught potato. All right, let's learn the next word today. The next word is daycation. D-A-Y-C-A-T-I-O-N, daycation. This is also a portmanteau word. I think you understand from the structure of this word that it is a portmanteau word. Two words, a blend of two words. One is day, another is from vacation, cation. So it is daycation. Two words have been used here to form one particular word, and this is a very, very modern word indeed, not a very old word. So I told you at the beginning that these words are these words which I have just given you are mostly coined recently, And so if you have an old English dictionary in your house, you may not find these words in the dictionary. But on the net, of course, on the internet, you will find all these words. So daycation, what does daycation mean? Daycation means a trip or a short vacation which lasts only one day, not more than one day. Say, for example, you go somewhere, you go to a place of tourist interest in the morning, and you get back home in the evening or at night. It is a vacation. You do not stay away from home. You do not stop there for the night. In a single day, your trip is done with. So it is called a vacation. An example sentence: Daycationers do not stay away from home overnight. They generally get back home before the day expires, before the day ends. So that is called a daycation. Now we see that if we review these 4 new words which we have learned, they are, first one is, of course, affluenza. Second one is aggravation. Third one is hot potato. And the fourth one is daycation. All these 4 words are useful, very, very useful. And the first 2 words which we have discussed today at the beginning of the video, these 2 words, old words, are also used when necessary, but I shall request you not to use these 2 words like cheesecake and beefcake on any formal occasion, or when you are talking to your seniors, when you are talking to the respected ones. You should not use these 2 words because your listener may be miffed, may be offended. But when you are having a casual, freewheeling chat with your friends, you may use these words at ease. There is no harm. I think that it is better for us not to prolong this video. This much is enough for now, for this session rather. My dear friends, it's a request to all of you. If you want this channel to grow, please subscribe to this channel. Or else you know that it is very difficult for the channel to grow. It can grow, it can thrive only upon your love, your care, your interest. Thank you. See you again in the next session. Bye.